much, gentlemen, for joining us. Alistair, if I can come to you first, and from a farmer's point of view, how damaging is this scandal?
There's a reputational issue for the whole industry, but it should really be focused on the retailers and the processors involved here. What we are seeing is an issue with this cheap value processed food where ingredients are being sourced from all over Europe, often traded through 3 or 4 hands, processed, and then ending up on the supermarket shelves. If you're a British farmer, the message is buy local, buy a local butcher, buy the red tractor for the quality meat. Red tractor ensures that it's British, fully traceable, and you should know exactly what goes in it.
Well, Danny, coming to you, how do you know where your meat comes from? What's the process and how can you be certain that it's effective?
Well, we speak directly to the farmers who we buy the meat from. We visit them regularly, which means we have a really good insight of the animal welfare, exactly how they grow the animals, what feed the animals are given, and you get a very good relationship with the farmer. And I've spoken to a lot of butchers around the country since this story broke out. Every retail butcher I've spoken to is at least 10% busier with the customers who are coming to trusted retailers.
So good news for independent butchers in this case?
In a way, yes, in a way.
But in terms of what Alistair was saying, this desire for cheap products, do you think that that's driving this industry to extreme measures like using horse meat instead of beef meat because it's cheap?
I think it is, but when it's being shown up like this, people are beginning to realise exactly what is in the foods, and I think they'll go and see, look for logos like the Q Guild or local butchers who they can talk to and get a relationship with and know exactly what's in their food and how they're made and where they're made.
So how much is the government to blame here? We're going to be hearing from David Heath, shortly, the Minister for Agriculture and Food. The government have been cutting back in areas of food standards in terms of their budgets. Not that much money is being allocated as it used to be. Has the government got a part to play here and to blame?
The opposition has been making quite a fair bit of play on this, and it is true that the standards have been cut. It's also been true that they've been fairly slow to react compared with the Irish authorities. However, I think the prime blame does absolutely lie with the retailers, the processors and the chain here. So yeah, there are questions for the government to answer, and they've addressed a lot of it. They've announced a comprehensive testing programme. They're saying now every manufacturer, every product should be tested, and they want results soon. So they're slightly playing catch up, but I think it's very, very difficult for the government to detect a problem if the problem starts abroad.
They've asked for all retailers to be testing their beef products within a week, but it's going to take a lot longer to restore consumer confidence, is it? What do your customers say to you when they come in to buy meat?
Also, we've started testing for 2 weeks, and already 2 weeks into this programme, they're finding other major brands with this DNA, so that's just, it might continue for some time. I think our customers always have asked questions about the origin of the foods, how we make it, because we get a lot of children coming into our shop, and the elderly as well, but children especially. Young parents want to know exactly what's in their food for their children.
And what about the safety risk involved? Not just about eating horse meat, it's probably just something we wouldn't like to eat, but about the drugs that are found in this horse meat that are in the products that are being sold.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this is something that the Food Standards Agency is addressing, and it's now saying that it's demanding that these products are tested for the drug butte. However, they're also saying that even if it is found, where it's been found previously, it's been found at such low levels as to not pose a genuine risk. But the reality is, it potentially is there. Also, it's more than that. It's more than about horse meat. It's about the whole fact that the supply chain doesn't seem to be knowing exactly what is going into our food, and that's a worry. That's a potential food safety worry.
And as you said, the problem seems to be abroad at the moment, but is there a danger that we could be looking inside the UK and we could find problems?
The investigation has initially focused very much on Poland, on Polish plants. However, the Polish authorities have been absolutely categorical so far that there's no evidence that any horse meat has been through the abattoirs in question. So it remains unresolved. The investigation is also very much focusing on the companies that have handled the product and traded the product in the UK and Ireland. So at the moment, there's no question of any British company being implicated or an Irish company, but the investigation is very much an open one, and all possibilities are being considered.
Okay, and a final word from you, Danny. What would your advice be to consumers? Ask lots of questions.
Ask lots of questions. Maybe find your local Q Guild butcher who are good sort of logos to look for, but go to your local butcher and find out exactly how they make their produce.
Okay, Danny Ligate, Alistair Driver, thank you very much for your point of view on this horse meat scandal. Thank you.